Well, I've split it, and here's our starting grid. For some reason it showed us that immediately. Let's switch over to this is not a normal camera view here. Oh. This game is weird. I would have fixed this. There we go. Now let's go back to the person who's trying to watch. That just got metacog like it was nothing. Why are you leading? Why are you no longer leading? Why? I guess the organizer decided to give Justice a second chance. Was there something else he didn't like? What really happened that was weird? Maybe he doesn't like Vert or something. Vert did win and now he's down in 14th. Already 11th. He did start in the last... He did start way in the back at Mugello, but then he still managed to card his way back up to like 3rd. So, yeah, more positions. Comes so fast up the road. If Vert were actually aggressive for a moment, it's probably good. Yep. It's Metacog attempt. Get by XT3, and that leads a small train of other cars. That being Sparky and Alex into the S's. There's a train from So Fast on back. Burn, Ryan, Storm, Danny. Danny doesn't like to be back here, I don't think. Doesn't seem quite as composed when running through the field as the likes of Vert does, so. As Vert's already gained 7 spots in this first lap. XT3 runs 4th, but I don't know how long it will be until that changes with that on his toes. Angels just kind of walking away because Doc Justice is kind of... Oh my god. Leaderboard, please. Justice is using his, like, low-power car to delay the inevitable. He just out-handles everyone else, so therefore that's just sort of what happens. He's created a small train of, like, now 5 cars. Vert's about to try on Alex. Throws his car at the curb and hopes. I don't think it's to be just yet. No, he doesn't get around him. Perhaps on the straightaway if XT3 doesn't get in the way. Maybe. XT3 just gets in race Alex's way. And Vert will just say thank you very much and move on. Race Cam loses to Burn again. Danny got up here fast. What did I miss there? Some interesting events. The Blue Man crew over here. Come on, Blue, get a clue. Vert's now on top of that. Justice is back in 5th with other cars for company, XT3 and Alex. Oh, good recovery there. Alex, again, out of character. Vert just convincingly outran him. Okay, 16 Angels, you want to keep it in the same time zone, please? Just have like that one driver that's feeling confident and starts near the front, and he just kind of just walks away like nothing ever happened. Dude, like, what is this race you speak of? This is a joyride to this person today. It just looks unfair. Actually, 3 has lost from this lap as well. He should gain 1 extra position, given the fact that he is still behind Dr. Justice. But he'll lose it to, like... Oh, Alex Sparky was in 9th still. She's in 10th. Not anymore. Okay, Ryan, calm down. Burn... Does he have the car to really get to them? He might get to XT3. And probably to Justice if XT3 does, but... I don't think he can get to the likes of Danny or Alex in his car. It has the top speed and power to hold someone off who's trying to get around him, but if he doesn't start up front, that doesn't do him much good. As right now attempts to distance himself from these two. Race cam is set to go around Sparky. Bird is once again chasing down Metacog. These two, man, they're just inseparable. I don't know if that's a rivalry or if that's a friendship, but it's competitive regardless of the fact. Alex is under pressure from Daniel, leaving his dad with XT3. It's all in the family here, right? There's like 6 Hot Wheels Velocity X characters here. In Metacog, we have Professor Justice, Danny, XT3, Sparky, Gearhead, who's in last, but not by much, following me and So Fast. Again, still needs to get out of that thing. Maybe they'll be organized later. Maybe Gearhead will finally see the error in what he's doing and realize that sheer weight isn't enough to win a race. You need to actually go fast. And that's easy for XT3. That car is infinitely faster than that Lotus. No, Josh doesn't really seem keen on losing that position. Danny is struggling to overtake Alex. XT3 has been bumped by Justice. XT3 just gets bullied, man. First it was Burn, then it was Alex. And now Justice is not happy either. And all this dueling has brought Burn and Ryan to join the fray as well. So this is kind of the battle for 7th. The other 5 are way too far away to capitalize. Race cam will once again not score. Unless something unusual happens. Metacog gains some time on Bert. Danny finally screeches past Alex. That extra power, of course, helps in doing that. Burn might get around Justice here. Maybe not, though. The superior run out of that corner lets him hug the inside here and stay there for just a little bit longer. Kind of got like couples dancing here. Danny definitely doesn't have time to get to that. Convert, maybe attack Metacog down the long straightaway. Burn and Justice are going at it again. XT3 just feel free to run home to his robot father, I suppose. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. No, there's no way Bert can get anything from there. He's way too far away, and Metacog's car is faster. Yeah, well, that's the inevitable there, Justice. Your car is not the greatest in top speed, and so Ryan will get some flames and also get your 9th place. Doesn't quite have the speed to get to Burn though. And Burn doesn't really have the speed to get to XT3. Bert got close. 16 Angels will win the race. Bert, again, close to Metacog, but cannot complete the maneuver. Danny will come home in 5th. Alex right behind that. In somewhat spectacular fashion, XT3 will pull through for 7th place. Burn not behind that, Ryan there as well. Justice kind of getting the worst of all of that, but I'm sure XT3 is grateful because his incredible defensive driving actually netted him several points. Poor Geary. He's a good driver, but whoever organized and put all these people, whoever took all these people here didn't really give him many tools. Yeah, right. I was pulling out like I was gonna pass him there. Okay. Okay, AI version of me, calm down now. You're a 370Z, not a GTR. Okay, are we sure it's okay to quit this time? I'm just gonna change the lap from here. I could do an extra lap here to add to it. This episode's only gonna be like 20 minutes at most. I don't think this track is that long. It is 3 laps, so if it's like 2.5 minutes each, it'll be an 8-minute race. Can you explain to me what that picture over there on that building is? It looks like an Egyptian painting, not something you'd see in Italy. Because, yeah, Monza, like Mugello, is in Italy. The game was made by Italian people, so there's plenty of Italian cars and Italian racetracks to go around. One of which I don't even have in this set of like 20 events, I don't think, because I don't really like it. But we have the old and modern versions of Monza. This is the old version from 50 years ago. And it's a big track, so the game is taking sweet time loading it all. And I do believe somewhere down the line, the modern version of Monza comes into play as well. This is also why there's like so many Alfa Romeos, so many Lamborghinis, so many Ferraris. Like, of course I didn't record me selecting the cars. There's like 20 Ferraris to pick from and like 24 Lotuses and another 15 Porsches or so. More than that, actually. Porsche, Lamborghini, or Porsche, Lotus, and Ferrari take up like a third of this game's car selection. It's kind of insanity. This is a very interesting starting grid. This is a race that I expect to really shuffle things up. I watched plenty of races here, and I know that wrecks can and will happen between aggressive drivers like Danny here. Of course, I started in last. This track really benefits those that start up front. Ryan, if he plays his cards right, could probably win this race. Race Cam has a powerful car. He could also get some decent score out of this as well. That is running through the grass. I didn't know they made an off-road vehicle of the Lotus. Burn is panicking. Burn is vulnerable. Metacog is sliding. Forgot to turn notifications off. Oh, Metacog has smacked the wall. My battery is low. I should actually probably change controllers here. I don't think it'll interrupt the screen much. Alright, I don't know what it did there, but I had to change controllers because this one was going to go dead. XT3 still in third, which is odd, because that BMW is not really all that fast. It's got okay top speed, as you can see, he's about to hit 160. Not quite. This RX-7 is something else, though. I would love to know what they put in that car that tuned it so much, that gives it so much power. These RX-7s, while they look sporty, are far from the speediest vehicles ever created. He passed that sign 15 miles an hour faster than that even XT3 passed that faster. Race cam with a damaged Mustang is just going to watch that kerfuffle up there. Byrne is right in the middle of it, and I don't think he's happy about that. Danny finally powers around XT3 on this banked oval corner, which no one uses anymore because it's literally been sitting there for 50 years. And I don't think it'll be... I'm pretty sure it'll continue to sit there for... ever. But that's why we have video games, so we can just pretend. XT3 has been an incredible nuisance on this oval. The BMW has a top speed that apparently is not to be sneezed at. Danny just smoked that. 180. Alright, Storm gets 190. Do not mess with these cars. Oh my god. Angels is a angel of top speed as well. Metacog gets decent, almost 160. Race Cam probably gonna a little more. Vert is attempting to pass Race Cam here. His vehicle not exactly a beacon of top speed either. His vehicle is more designed to take corners. Dodgers' car probably can't get much over 130. And that's why he's probably got like the slowest thing here. So fast wouldn't do too bad here, honestly. Sure, he might take a while to accelerate, but around that oval, this car in real life can hit 180. It just takes a lifespan to get to that. As Danny screams down the one of like 5 long straightaways at almost 170. Yes, those are Pepsi and Coke signs. Metacog and Vert are fighting again. Metacog for once following Vert. But I think under the fight will end pretty quickly. Metacog is like 100 extra horsepower over Vert's car. Plus he doesn't have that body kit on, so he doesn't have anything dragging him down. There I am. There's the little Alfa Romeo in the box there. Alex pulls out to make a maneuver on XT3. That's better acceleration, but XT3 might have better top speed than Alex. Plus Alex's vehicle's damaged a little, so XT3 might have the speed to try and get back. Yeah, Ryan, Danny, and 60 Angels are checking the heck out of here. Alex and Byrne will now duel. Just kidding, Alex is way faster. Byrne looks fast, but this car really doesn't show it. That's the grass, my friend. That's not good for cars. Vert will now close in on XT3, as XT3 closes in on burn a good ways too. Alex not completely out of sight just yet. That damage probably holding him back from getting away from this group as well as he probably could be. Something went wrong. Medicog was trying to get around Vert, now he isn't. I don't know what the heck happened there. I almost wonder what would have happened if these two started by each other. But as you can see here, Danny started in 9th, Ryan got off in 1st. That looks constricted back there. I think Vert might have hit XT3 a little. This car is looking damaged. But now he will go again. I assume the damage came from the first attempt to get XT3. And that's as easy as you like it. Alex's car is faster than that, and with another lap, he would probably catch him and get around him. But he doesn't have that another lap, though. He only has one banked oval corner left. Ryan is an entire oval ahead of the likes of Gearhead and I. Won by 5 seconds to Danny. And another 8 back to 16 Angels. That crosses another 7 later. Alex not far from that. And would actually probably get around him here. No. They hold back as the race is over. XT3 actually has a higher top speed than Vert's car, which is amusing. Wait for you to finish the race. Apparently there wasn't a gap between Sparky and I. Also, I got Sparky, I guess. It doesn't really matter. So that'd have been like an 8-minute race right there. And then we had like 10 or 11 for Silverstone, so that's only a 20-minute episode. I guess to go over the points for a bit. Still haven't scored. I don't think I will. Oh wait, no. That's just Race Car Man. It hasn't scored. Sparky and Gearhead are the only ones that haven't scored yet. And I guarantee you, again, I'm kind of hinting at it here, Keyblade, if Gearhead ever wants to, like, switch cars, I would be more than happy to give him a car to, you know, make up for it. So Danny leads points, 76 points, and given the fact that he could only have 15 per race so far, 75, 90, 100, 520, that's, you know, I mean, it's the most points, so, obviously. 16 Angels and Metacog tie for second with 68. Fourth is Vert, 66, then that, 63. DKRS is 59, Alex 52, Burn with 41, XT3 with 25. And then you see the drop off there with Race Cam only sitting on 5. I have 3, And So Fast and Dr. Justice only have one apiece. I suppose, extra time remaining, I'm not going to do that next race. I'm going to preview the extra remaining championship. There's some other stuff here as well. But this is a look at some of the cars, some of the drivers that you'll see in the second championship, where our group of newly arriving heroes try to find the one responsible for putting us here. It's kind of a part 2 to this one down here. And try to ignore the other championships that cross over. Some of them are... I have a lot of spare time on here. I could do the list of the races. There's less races, but the idea would be 3 races. This is one episode. This is one episode. This is one episode. And then these 2 are the last episode. I get a new improved car. Honestly, I'm tired of being last. I don't deserve this. Plus, the Audi R8 looks closer to exotic. Alex stays in his trusty Ferrari, which has served him pretty well. That upgrades his Lotus to a V6 Cup car with better handling. I think it might be slower, though. Burn upgrades his Lamborghini rather than changing it out for a new one. XT3 gets a solid upgrade to his BMW. And 16 Angels and Danny stick to their guts. Oh. I didn't mean to scroll down. Well, there's more new stuff. And the last thing I'll show you, Metacog gives So Fast his car, because Metacog sees something else that catches his eye. Almost a go-kart from hell, pretty much. Probably will have the best handling of anything there. Maybe competing with Otto von Diesel, who has a really weak car in top speed. But it looks like Prototype 12, and I feel like cars need time to evolve. That's like what is happening with these 3. Cars will advance over time, the vehicles they drive will get faster. There's plenty of vehicles in this game. Like if I just go here and go down the list of cars, I'll be scrolling for a while. There is a ton of vehicles, but most of them are all just Ferrari and other similar manufacturers. There are a few DLC cars I don't have as well, like this one, though I don't really know what I would do with it. We have things like this in the game, though, that could definitely be an end of story type car. This is a late 80s prototype racing car that won the 24 Hours of Le Mans in like 89 or something. Basically, it's really fast, and if we get to a point where we're racing cars like that, it'll be crazy. I want to use this car here because it's nostalgic and for the same reason that Ryan Storm's RX-7 is, but it's just not fast. I would need to have other cars back there with it. Plus, it doesn't really look like anything, really. I mean, I could attempt to put the character that drives this car in that show, Initial D, but at the same time, Ghibli doesn't do anything referring to that game on his channel, so it'd be really out of place. Every other character here, including future planned ones, have something to do, well, or will eventually have something to do with games he plays or intends on playing later on. Initial D has nothing to do with any of that, so therefore it's really hard to make it work that way. Hi, Danny's car. have that, right? This is a rally car. I don't have that either. So that's that. This is like ideas of cars, but none of them would ever go anywhere. So that'll be it for these 2 episodes, because I had to split it when things went wrong. But these races definitely, they definitely climaxed at a normal rate, and the dehumidifier is going off. Ignore that. This news thing flashes, but this is the same news there's been for like a long time. So yeah, that concludes that episode of Universe Zero.